Hello, everybody. So, welcome. Brothers, I guess together. So weird. Okay. So, guys, wow. Okay. So, wow. Okay. Thanks for watching. It before I went on. It was sometimes wait. Hold on. Brothers, I guess together. So weird. Okay. All right. Because there was another window, so I stopped talking until I managed to figure out where it was coming from. So, so hi guys. Okay. So anyway, and so I wanted to do this today. It wasn't planned to be like this, but I've been feeling this since this morning. I don't know if you have too, feeling this like intense volatility. And then I know some of you are responding to this in a very emotional like I wanted to urge everyone to be to like almost not watch like I don't even go to the website of Elon Musk anymore. Okay. Don't I think you have to be careful with the kind of information you get into and the stuff because it's very everything has been have you noticed this? Everything is being very like hyper emotional. And I think it's not a good today is a really intense day, and I think you have to stop and I know I urge you to watch it. Like if you have to watch something, watch history about this, not for this very moment, because because I feel like so many, it's like there's so much propaganda right now. Everything that is of course the images are very themselves are emotional, but be careful, okay? Really, guys. And I really feel like today is kind of an important day in energetically speaking, because as these and I'll just say broadly, like dark forces in general, right? Like are like taking in this is an opening for them to try to create chaos and fear and spread fear. It's like, have you noticed whenever I've said this, it's so weird, no matter how many times I say it, people don't they don't stop and think. Just don't spread anything that makes you feel afraid. And don't and another mistake people make is like, oh, could this be that they're going to do this and this and that, all the negative things, right? So, right, so really, so yeah, I'm just not on that anymore. Really, I just go on the news. I mean, you feel free to go, but I just feel like right now everything is hyper. It's almost like designed. Even if I think most of it is designed to cause like emotional reactions, but I feel like just don't. Right now, if you're a person who gets emotional reactions about things, okay, because it's not good for your mental health, first of all, and it's not good for it doesn't help anybody. I think either either one, either position or whatever you call it, they want people to be afraid of the other, and they want to be, what I mean? Like the more it's not a good, it's just don't do that, okay, for yourself, for the world. And I think because what happens when people are just distracted by these things, then they don't look at their own power. They don't think about their lives. It's like constant. It's like using people's attention to get outcomes, right? So it's just like, so guys, I have my little crystal. So I'm on this first. Okay, hello, how you there? Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear. Hello? Yeah, no, hello. You guys can see, okay? You can see me, right? So hello. Yeah, hello everybody. Aisha, T-Bar, Christine, Audrey. So okay, I have so many. This is like so bizarre. I have this thing, my little pillows, my pillow with all the crystals. So anyway, so I'm going to send energy. Let's just send energy to everyone who's watching or not, and everyone who's caught in this awful situation. Okay, no matter who they are. It's just there's people who don't have a choice, right? Right. That's tough. So also sending energy, because this is the outcome I want, is that the truth is revealed. Okay. truth is revealed, and that people aren't so easily manipulated. And that the light, because so what I really see, guys, right now, today especially, is that there's this volatility in this moment where those people that have had a lot of power for a long time, they want to turn things, right? They want to turn things in a way that benefits their goals for power. So I think what the thing that it's to protect the innocents, whoever they be being is, and then that all the truth may be revealed, okay, about everything. And that right, so the hostages too, right? Like they're also innocents. Hello guys, yeah, right. Right, so just sending the light to everyone. And I'm thinking here, the sense of what is peace really? What I'm understanding is peace is here, peace internally, right? That you can focus on balance, fighting energy. Oh my God, Audrey, I'm so sorry to hear. Oh my God, Audrey. Okay, I'm so sorry to hear. Wow. Okay. Wow. Sending energy. Okay. So, but anyway, go back to this idea of peace. For all of us, it's just to finding this balance inside, finding calm and peace inside of us, and then we can somehow project this outwardly. Send the energy to Audrey and her family members. And I think, guys, it's also, and I'm just saying that this is why it's a moment for, and also to reach out if you have family members that have more volatility, also because it's a time when people that are going through a lot of things, it's tough for them too, right? Send them energy, send them the light, because it's a tough, this is a time, guys, it's almost like, I do think today for some reason is a very important moment of transition to another time. And then there's people who want our attention to be here in this because they want to delay what has to happen. The light coming and so forth. In a good way, okay. No, stop. Okay. So just again, guys, honestly, just focusing internally, and if you can focus on internal peace for yourself, just feeling, and if you're having a lot of emotions, just feel grounded, ground yourself, and let this sensation outward. And to not respond also to it, saying that there's going to be people that the ones that tend to be more emotional are going to be more emotional. And don't, and sometimes we respond to don't let yourself be triggered either, or let these people, because I see that the people that are more and unstable in a way, and I don't mean it as a judgment, right? Like, it's just they're more sensitive to all these things. And so many of us also are empathetic, right? So So what should people who are empathetic do at times like this? Turn off the TV, turn off anything that all of this, and focus on your own peace internally. Close your eyes and focus, stay in that space. Because it's saying almost like we're being almost like violently thrown into this world of just emotion, almost like barbaric emotion, right? So that there's justification for other acts that are violent. So, but it's saying that there's people manipulating it, and there's people who are sensitive to it. So you don't want to, if you're sensitive to it, just, I think all of us are in a way that you just close your eyes and feel your feet on the ground and breathe deeply. Because it's saying it's not that that's the only thing that's happening in the world. No, it's not. But it's made to feel as if, it's almost the same. We're being made to feel as if it's life and death. And there's like, we have to get rid of the bad people tomorrow. And it's saying it's not that easy. And it's much more complicated. But they want us to immediately find good and bad and just get rid of the bad. Kill them all. Really, like, I'm laughing, but it's not funny at all. But that's the feeling, that's the, that's it. And that's what I think God, whichever religion you have, would want us to feel, that energy, the energy that we don't know, the good energy, the positive. I don't even want to say positive, the balanced energy. That's what we want to aim for today, balance. And wish for balance. Right? In turn, it's like, again, the only thing as far as energy right at this moment you can control is your internal energy, and focus on it. Close your eyes, and when you will encounter something, pray for healing for the people that are caught in the middle of it, and pray, right, and for the light on the people that are causing it or allowing it to happen in some way, right? So, right, that's right. That's why Mary doesn't say, I pray the crazy will stop. It can be so relentless that it makes us feel enough. So that's right. But this is the thing. And then we almost get it. There was a moment where I was like watching all these things and I was like, got addicted to it in a way. And you have to just stop it and focus on the simple, right? And that we have our lives, and then we have things that we can contribute to, and we can choose the balance, because it's saying that the people, like, that there's no justification for violence in any way. And that justice happens to the ones who caused this in any circumstance, like either the people that are attacking innocents or the ones that are like the hostages, like you think of them and everything. But right, like imagine being in a situation, but just sending that, because there's so many guys, it's hard. That's right, but you have to close your eyes. You have to close your eyes and look inside. Because we have a path here. We have, even for family members, cooking, different things, there's things we can contribute to in different ways that are not like this. And I think they're just almost like this, it's like never ends, this intensity, right? It feels like you turn on and they like it, because it's almost like you want to quote unquote convert us to their immediate solution of violence, right? Which tends to be so so that's my sense. Like, it really is this a time to like project the outcome you seek and find balance inside. Because guys, honestly, just from the top of my head of the things I've seen, there's messages from the hostages, that from the Hamas hostages, they're seeing certain things, and then there's something about Russia, there was this and that, and it's like all of this is just right. It's so, to me, it's very obvious that there is some kind of manipulation. There's a lot of manipulation going on for us to feel strongly and like condemned and like divide. Have you noticed the sense of like divide? Like, it's kind of amazing, like the push for division, right? Like divide. And I think it's like resisting that. And okay, so because I'm almost like, do I talk about some news, and I'm almost like, I almost feel like it's not even, because everything is so intense. But we have to let me ask this: Let me just ask a simple question. Are we going to move to a time when what is the next more peaceful stage of this, of any of this? No, it's saying that I see it's interesting. I see this image of Putin and he's like holding on, he's like holding onto a lifeline. Oh, great, this thing happened. Let me pull. And he, you know, when you were in the bus and you pull the string thing and you're like pulling, let me pull it so I can hold. And I see that Putin feels like he's going physically, he's leaving the world. He doesn't want to go. And he's been like, pull it, fear, let me pull it. Let me pull it and like push it so that I can hold. The more fear I can cause in people, the more I can win. It's saying that it's like pulling the fear strings. That's why fear. And then he becomes, it's like, but it's interesting, you know, guys, I am getting the sense that he is resisting transitioning to the other side. And that and I don't know how, you know, it's a strange thing. So it's like, this is an opportunity for them to tilt with manipulation, fear, to tilt things in this, to create even more chaos. The more chaos I have, the better it is. The more, right? And it's almost like, you know, you could see, guys, this war thing. It's almost like it doesn't matter what region. Could be Ukraine, could be this, constant. That's how they win, because they divide and they make people afraid. So, right. That's right. This is a message from Christina here. I've been listening to music like I do a lot lately. I try to remember that what is true. We are all spirit, we are one. The good people are greater number than the evil. We are ascending. That's right. And I, guys, really, have you know, this is my sense that there's a sense of force that wants to pull us down to like constant fear. So they can keep like they can keep our our attention in something else. I don't know. Do you guys also pick it up? I can't be the only one who, of course, who sees this. So let me ask, so what can we do with this moment? Intense, very intense moment. It's like, breathe. And it's saying you can project the light. Always the light. If you don't know, it's like what exactly you want, just send the light to the situation, the read. And it's saying even the people that you hate, that they may find the light, that the light may come to them, may wrap them in a way, right? So that they can come, whether it's they're gonna, you know, right? Hello, Christopher. Right? So that they may not win. It's saying they want us to be like, almost like to descend, to be like savages, in the sense of like, to justify murder in a way. Like, oh, no, there's a reason why, you know, this and that group could be killed or whatever. Like, you know, it's just, there isn't. And that, like, just because one person belongs to this or that religion or group or whatever, it doesn't make them a bad person. Right? There's no, in other words, there's no justification for, right? For this constant separation. And that those people feel, the bad people feel more alive when they can kill, essentially. When they can cause, when they see fear, they interpret fear as power, like a source of power. So that's right. So and then when you see, so it's saying that so when we see something that looks terrible and it's horrifying and so forth, try to, if you use your imagination to imagine the opposite happening, or like you see these bombs dropping on people and you're like, oh my God. So see the bombs, things being rebuilt, them reuniting with families, try to, because it's like, it's almost like the emotions we have strengthens these outcomes. It's not that it's not happening, it is happening, but you know, it's not that, again, there's awful things are happening, but it's almost like our shock at them increases their effectiveness. I don't know how else to put it. So it's almost like we minimize them with the thought that the people are going to find each other, that there's going to be less deaths than we think. And the people that are using this to cause the real, because really there's a lot of innocent people, really, as we know, but there's a lot of blaming and I hope that light comes and shows who the guilty people are, and then the justice for them, truly, the one that causes those people that cause the harm. Because really, guys, no matter what, I do not believe that I think humans can be manipulated into committing horrible acts by people who are more manipulative right. But I don't think that we are all inherently bad because you are in a certain, what you call it, I don't know, religious or race, whatever it is, they use. Because it shows me, I think it was in Rwanda. I feel like I read this, that they were, or it was a documentary or something, that they were started to put all these messages on radio that they're like, those people are awful, that you gotta kill them, and this other tribe, and then people went with machete. They were like completely, almost like they started to believe that, and that the speech also kills people, right? That it's like, oh, let's get rid of them now. Let's do this. So no, let us see the humanity in all, even those we may see as enemies, right? Not that we're gonna accept, abuse or anything like that, of course not, but that at this moment, when we see instability, we pray for justice, we pray for light, and right. Interesting. So. That's right. JLR said the past news that sucks the life out of me, but no more. I took my power back. Stop being a slave to the news and social media. Turn on shows that make me laugh and crack up the music. That's right. So, mhm. So then tomorrow, guys. By the way, Halloween. I think I'm gonna get my usual. I only have one. I don't do it very often. I only have one costume, and that's Jonas the lion. I love the costume of the lion because dogs are so scared of me. Talk about fear. They they think I'm a lion. They really believe, there's this large lion. There's a large lion coming to get me. No, they don't even feel like. It makes me laugh when I see that reaction. So cute. Oh, oh. It's the time. The time. So funny. So funny. Wow. That's a so here, there's a lot of people. This neighborhood, there's a lot of there's a parade, Halloween parade. So we'll see. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, guys. It's nice, to do to do that. That's right. It's been a while. It's been a while. Nostalgia. That's right. Vibes. That's right. For back in the days, are funny. It's been, guys, 2017 when I started. So it's been what? 6 years now. Crazy. We have grown up together. So guys, really, I almost don't want to see. Why do I not? Do you have news that you want me to talk about? Because I almost don't want to talk about it. It's not interesting. It's not that it's positive, but it's just, again, sending energy to all of us here in the world, and those of us here in the group who are struggling to look for balance. Does it come from the no, Mr. Rogers? No, I think it's from the card. Oh, do I have it? I actually might have it. Hold on. Might have it actually. To show you where it comes from. Wait, do I have it? I have it in here. Hold on. My God, I'm like a homeless person carrying all my stuff. Okay, hold on. Okay, so this is it's called Clipper, the parts. Okay. So okay, so this is what it so let me so it's the lion from this. Hold on, I have to find exactly. There's a court, it's called court. You know, let me actually be more fun if maybe show me like this. Okay. Okay, no, hold on. You know, as I do this, okay, you can see it's gonna come soon. Oh, here it is. You see this court, this is Jonas the lion here. Ugh. Because this was around the time of the Mueller thing, and oh, and that's right. There's a card. Here's the lion here in the fort, and then I think there's a card of the man. I think it's called the Good Man, and it has he has a lion next to him. I used to say it's Mueller. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Look, Jonas. So that was supposed to be let's see this one. So here's Jonas in different angles. See the lion? Oh no. So oh. So that's nice, right? That's nice. Right? So that's it's nice, right? It's interesting. Right. Oh, I have a question. Now that we talk about it. Guys, you know, this is okay. It's good that we get to the point, you know, when we can laugh at times like this, it's a good thing. I think no matter what. So this is actually news. Not I would say it's news, but you know, it's so these are called kipper. I don't know the name. There's a name. I have you can look up there aren't if you look up kipper, it's on Amazon, I'm sure you'll recognize it. I don't know the name. I think the woman who drew this has a German name. I forgot. Because I also have she made Lenormands in the similar style. So it's these are cars as small size you can see, right? And then okay, so there's what was the other thing I wanted to say about this? Okay, so guys, I need to make a video about this. It's but this video I have to make, it has to be like a documentary kind of thing. But this is a true story. This is a true story. So Jared Kushner, this is unbelievable. So you know, guys, that Jared Kushner is involved in everything, right? That's happening. This is crazy. It's like it's unbelievable because I mean he's not right now, but remember the peace plan, the so-called that Jared Kushner had a peace plan, remember, for the Middle East, and it didn't really go through. But it's part of, I think, one of the reasons why these things are blowing up, because you know what okay, and that's why I need to make a video about this. So he wanted it. So one of the things he wanted in this peace plan is to give, you know, there's this mosque that is the center of all the troubles, because the Jewish people claim it should be a temple, a Jewish temple, and it's been a mosque for decades, for hundreds of years. I don't know. So the very far right Jewish people connected to Netanyahu want to take it over and destroy the mosque so they can put their temple, but it's a very holy place for the Muslims. And so the guardians right now, the people that take care of the mosque it's Jordan, the country, right? And the Jordan king belongs to this group called the Hashemites. They have an religious importance, because they're supposed to be related to the Prophet Muhammad, right? They have this, like, nobody could take that away from them, because they're basically in the, I think they have this importance. I don't quite understand. It's from the Quran or something. So then Jared Kushner, what did they propose? What did he propose? He said, instead of letting Jordan have this guardianship of the Al-Aqsa Mosque, just give it to MBS. This is a true story, okay? So the US, and this is like, I don't get, honestly, Biden, why is he for this? But So they're wanting to do this peace plan with lately, right before this happened with Saudi Arabia, which would mean they would forcefully remove the guardianship of the Al-Aqsa Mosque and give it to MBS. And guys, Saudi Arabia in the Arab world is like, is not as that respected. I mean, I think they have a lot of power and thing, but like it would be. And remember how there was a coup? I told you guys about the coup in they wanted to put the other brother. They want to put the other brother in power, and Jared Kushner was kind of behind it, like because he was like, oh, MBS could just do the job as long as we know if we put somebody else in power, not this king, the other one, then we can kind of like agitate to have Saudi Arabia take over, and then they would have the three Muslim holy sites: Medina, Mecca, and Al-Aqsa. No, I mean this is a real story. This is the dirty fingers of Jared Kushner. The dirty fingers of Jared. Can you believe it, guys? No, it's a true story. Can you believe it's a true story? That this is we're living with things that the Saudi Arabia, like really, guys, imagine. So I was reading this, I didn't know, it's the things you find out. It's so interesting. So this Hashemite situation. So the whole, that's why I have to do kind of like a documentary about it. So this thing started in the First World War when there was like some, I guess, regional war thing where the Saudi Arabia people, they took over the holy sites were not supposed to be theirs even then. So a lot of people in the Arab world, I guess, consider the guardianship of Mecca and Medina to be illegitimate already to begin with. And the idea of like putting MBS in charge of the mosque, to them, it's like it's beyond, to them, it's like, wow, this immoral person is gonna take over. But this is Jared Kushner, guys. Oh my God, I can't believe the guy. And this is the thing, talk about justice, right? I want justice. How is Jared Kushner walking around? Still, he was walking. He messes up the entire world. The guy does. And there he is. Where is he right now? He's probably in a yacht somewhere doing something. I don't know. It's so wrong. Don't you think? It's so strange. It's not normal. It's not normal. That's what I want, guys, for the world. Just that's what I mean. Like, instead of them like agitating to kill, whoever on the one side, or like, don't kill people. Stop killing people. Stop killing people and put. That's right. That's right. Exactly. Exactly. That's right. Wow. Jared. No, that's it, guys. The Jared MBS, he owes a lot of things. He like no, but really, guys, one day we'll find out the things that Jared, like, remember those people who died. He went to the CIA, gave names to the MBS, and then things happened. And now he wanted to give this thing. Oh, nobody talk about it, but now those people are mad over there. I'm not saying this justifies, okay, the fact that they did a horrible terrorist attack, but I think that the Jared, they were trying. That's why, guys, Queen Rania. Okay, let's talk about it. So, do you mind if we talk about it? Because in a way, it's a little bit more distant than the reality. Because okay, let me tell you about. Let's talk about it. Let's maybe this is good. So Queen Rania. Okay, Queen Rania gave a speech. I've never really watched a speech of hers. I just follow her clothes. She's so stylish and beautiful. I really like her. I really like Queen Rania. Okay. No, I do. So what I noticed. So let's talk about it. Maybe I'll just show you this. It'll be interesting to see. So she gave an interview, and I noticed in her interview, again, I don't have a lot to like compare to, but she was talking about she's like, oh, it's awful what's happening to the Palestinian children. But it wasn't that was not what I noticed. I noticed that she was really afraid. I could tell that she was really afraid. And I thought to myself, wow, she's a queen. Why would she be afraid? It's not like but then that's what triggered all of these thoughts, all these like research into the Hashemites. It's because I think that her, because over there, when you're deposed, people, they kill you, whatever, right? Like, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. So I'm going to show you this, this stuff. Because I want to see, do you agree that I feel like her expression, beyond what she's saying, like, even if you look at it without volume, something about it she's really afraid of what could happen to her and her family. So let me find, maybe this is, I don't say it's fun, but it's because it's not exactly, so let me ask this. Queen Rania, I think she's afraid. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let me show you. Queen Rania, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Oh my god. It's not that, I don't have like, it's not like that, I just I don't have crush on her or anything, but it's like, because I sound like, oh, she's not, because but she's just so, it's like a, share screen, okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like that. Like, it's just like, I just, the magazine thing, right? It's just so stylish. Okay. So now this video, let's see here, YouTube. Okay. So I'm gonna click on this. And so I want to see what you think. If you agree with me that, not agree with you, I feel like there's more to than meets the eye here. And let's see. Okay, let's see if it is it allowed for the computer? It's a little slow. Okay, let's see.
Jordan is home to 40% of the total registered Palestinian.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you know what? Actually,
thank you, Christian. The capital, Queen Rania, especially for a small country, Jordan's.
So okay. So actually, it's interesting because you could see here the map, and it's interesting because let's see if we get the full screen. Okay.
Queen Rania is herself of Palestinian descent, and she's joining me now for a world exclusive from Amman, the capital. Queen Rania.
Okay, let me just, okay, so stop here. So you could see, okay, oh my God. So you could see here where, hold on, geography. Right, so Jordan, the country, controls, not, I would say controls, but is in charge of the Al-Aqsa Mosque. It's complicated. This is Gaza. So the coup that happened 2 years ago was like the half brother wanted to take. I didn't know. They said it didn't really happen. They stopped before it could become a bigger thing. But the person who was helping them try to do something like this was connected to the Saudi government. So anyway, so then they find, so this is the background that
is herself of Palestinian descent, and she's joining me now for a world exclusive from Amman, the capital.
So, and by the way, so she's a queen, and by the one thing about Jordan that's very different from the other Arab countries around is that it's a poor country. All the other countries have access to oil. There's no oil in Jordan, so they depend on foreign aid. But still, she's a queen, so it's not like she has like financial problems or.
Queen Rania, welcome to our program. Thank you, Christian. Can I ask you first, as an Arab, as a Palestinian, as a human being, a mother, how you're feeling ever since October 7th?
Okay, well, another thing that I want to say, so pausing here, so the story that she's Palestinian, so a lot, so when there's a lot of like Palestinian refugees that moved to Jordan, because this whole thing has happened since pretty much the beginning of the state of Israel, 1948. So anyway, so her family she's originally Palestinian, but she settled in Jordan. So she's probably saying you're Palestinian, but actually she grew up in Jordan, as far as, okay, I know, as far as I know, I think.
Well, look, Christian, I cannot begin to describe to you the depth of the grief, the pain, and the shock that we are feeling here in Jordan. All of us are united in this grief, regardless of our origin. We are just can't believe the images that we're seeing every single day coming out of Gaza. We're going to bed seeing those images and waking up to them. I don't know how to, as a mom, we've seen Palestinian mothers who've had to write the names of their children on their hands because the chances of them being shelled to death, of their bodies turning into corpses, are so high. I just want to remind the world that Palestinian mothers love their children just as much as any other mother in the world. And for them to have to go through this is just unbelievable. And equally, I think the people all around the Middle East, including in Jordan, we are just shocked and disappointed by the world's reaction to this catastrophe that is unfolding. In the last couple of weeks, we have.
Okay, so let me just make get smaller a little bit. So it's not, the point is not to watch the entire, let's say stop share. It's not that I'm like, going to like the whole, I didn't even watch the whole thing, but I noticed immediately, I just picked up on this, like, and I don't think it's just grief. So I don't think it's just grief that I think there's fear. Did you pick it up too? This is the thing that I was most startled about, is that she was really afraid. I felt it, like the fear that she's feeling. Like, I mean, granted, she's right there, right? She's observing it, probably she's hear the rockets or something, but coming from both, whatever the sides. But and so that's what I'm kind of interested in. Is she afraid? What is she afraid of? And what does she know that we don't know? Because, something else I wanted to tell you. So I guess it's okay, guys. It's becoming a live stream. It's okay. Is it okay if I go there? Are you? And I'm sorry. Is it too much? Is it too weird for you that I'm doing this? Is it too strange or? Okay, just talk about it, because I think I'm just curious myself. I'm interested. So then I feel like I think she's afraid that something's gonna happen to her. Because the thing is this, you should know this too, that Bibi's government, they are very, very far right. And I guess over in Israel, it means that there's these settlers that go into parts of, so the Jerusalem is in what's called the West Bank, right? And West Bank, and so that's like the area that I guess some of the areas they're responsible for. So like they can't control a lot of what's going on. And so she's afraid that if she loses the guardianship, her family, right? Then something could happen to them. Okay. So I want to know, I have to tell, okay, pause. I'm remembering something. This is, and I do have to say this because it is kind of a little scary. But recently, her son married. Over in those cultures, like the son, he's going to be a king and a good one. But I had this vision of him being shot, like, if he's a king or something. So I was worried. I was worried about her, and I was like, oh my God. I was worried about her son for some reason. So then I want to know, is something going to happen? Is something going to happen to her? I worry, because I like, guys, it's a weird, I like her. I just like her. I empathize with her, I don't know. Even though I'm no queen, but you know what I mean? Even though it's a very different culture, whatever, I'm still like, I just feel, because imagine if, like, MBS goes over there. What the hell are they going to do to them? I don't know. It's scary, the whole situation, right? It's scary. So what is going to happen? Like, let me ask this: did Jared, like, does she know something? Is she in danger? Is the Jordanian family, royal family, in danger of losing the guardianship? Is it going to go through or not? Okay, because if they lose the guardianship to the mosque, it's a big deal. Okay, it's a big deal. So okay, so then. So what's happening? Let's see here. What's happening with? Tell me about. Okay, a show. Let me see I'm seeing a crown, just a seed, and then an image of something like with a round top, like a mosque. I don't know what I don't know honestly very much about mosque, but I'm gonna put a crown, and top of an image of a mosque. So this is today. What is happening? And let's say 6 months, and then 2 years, and then 5 years. So 2 months would be like, let's say January 30th. Just say January 30th. I see that right now it shows that like, I just juxtapose these images, right? On top is the crown, and the bottom is the mosque. So there's like this tension, like they're trying to pull in different directions. Okay, so trying to take it away. That's right, they're trying to take it away. They're not receiving it. Okay, that's right. So, and I see that's right now. I see an image of MBS trying to use his feet to like kick them out, because he wants to be very powerful. He wants to be very influential in the Middle East, and he really isn't, guys. Just be fair. And I'm like, please don't call me up, if you're watching already. But I'm just saying, I don't think that MBS has the respect that he would like to have in the Middle East. Okay, this is, and I believe this may be true. This may be true. I think actually that I don't know. Again, I don't speak Arabic. I don't speak Persian. I don't speak the language of Iran or anything like that. I don't know really what any of them are saying, but I get the impression, okay, that because of many things, they don't respect Saudi Arabia as much. A lot of those nations, but I don't know again. So what is going to happen? So MBS saying, I'm giving you the money. That's what Jared, because Jared is the one who, I don't know if, okay, maybe he's the one who said, oh, you can have this. It's saying, no, he's like, Jared saying, Jared wanted as much money as possible from MBS. So he said, whatever, what do you want? He asked him. And then he would proceed to try to get it, like without, of course, without asking anybody or thinking, is it a good idea or not? So then what happens? So tell me more now, what happens? What is going to happen with them? With Jordan and her husband's called King Abdullah. Her name is Rania and Abdullah. Are they going to be okay? Are they going to be are they going to be are they going to be okay in the next? So okay. So to tell you if it's interesting what I see. Okay, so so then I see right now, right there, under a lot of pressure. I feel like he's being gaslit, and he's was very worried. Let me. I sent this to somebody, a friend of mine. 1 second. Let me send you the links because then it will give you the context. So then I see that, like in the future, at some point, uh, at some point, like I told you that in the future, I don't know when, there's the Palestinian people are going to have their passport because they don't have a right to have a passport. They can't have, they're, I guess they call it stateless. They don't belong to any, it's very complicated. I think, I even don't quite understand it, to be honest. So I see that in the future, there's like huge lines for passports. They're going to have a lot of passports. They're going to travel. They're going to have their own thing. There's going to be a resort. I know it sounds crazy over there, resort in Gaza at some point. Oh, don't worry about it. It's going to be great. No, of course, it's very different right now, but in the future, it's going to be, I guess, somewhat okay. But then I also see that the UN is going to get involved. I think the administration, there's going to be some other international group or whatever it is to have some kind of administration over there to give them more rights. I don't know quite. And then I see that that Jordan, I think they connect with this other, I don't know if it's UN, I don't know exactly understand it, to help, because I think on their own, they can't quite protect it in the way that they should be protected. And I see that they don't let it. No, that's right. The people, because guys, okay, this maybe sound weird, but the far right, I said this to somebody the other day, I had seen it. I was like, weird, they bring a goat in there or something. So they want to, it's true. They have this thing where they want to sacrifice a goat inside the mosque because that's what their religion says when you have a new temple. I don't get it. It sounds like it's very bizarre, honestly. So they don't let it. So what happens is, I think, is this foreign body comes in and doesn't let, like, so it kind of stays as it is, right? It's like there's a little space where they even let you build a little, like, synagogue. I don't know the thing, but not the way they're gonna destroy it the way they want it to. Okay. So I see that. So then I see that they maintain some of their power. Like, they lose a little bit of, like, it's not just them. They're going to collaborate with something international to keep the like hosting it or something like this. Okay. So I see that. So it feels good. He feels more stable to me then. But then I see this. Now I have to tell you this also. This is like something, because I'm enjoying it now. I feel more calm. I feel more, because we're talking about history and all these things. So then this is something else that I learned. A lot of things. So I was looking at the family tree of the Hashemites and the Saudis, and this is what I learned too. So as I was explaining to you that this Hashemite tribe thing, lineage, that queen, not that comes from him, King Abdullah, belongs to. They used to have the guardianship of the other sides, right? And now I was telling you about the difference between the Shia Muslim and the Shiite. No, it's the same. Sorry, Shia and Shiite is the same. It's different. It's exactly the same thing. No, the Sunni is the other one, the different. is different. So Sunni is the majority, right? And Sunnis are more like, it's more like Protestant, where it's all about, it's invisible. There's no saints. There's no no person who, it's like, and Shia is more like, there's apparently something like saints, and they have this other person called Ali, that was supposed to be the cousin of Muhammad, and he said himself, I'm the prophet. He said, he came out and he's like, I'm a prophet, and then he was killed by Sunnis. This is in their Bible, whatever, thing. It's like he was killed by the Sunnis. And so he was like, he had his faith. So then nobody forgives the Shia people, and they're the minority in the Arab world. Have this thing with Ali. So you can never say anything about Ali. Ali is like, wow, Ali. But the Sunnis think that Ali is like, oh, what a bastard, people. You're such disgusting people because you think there's somebody else other than God, whatever. So it's their complicated thing. But the point that I wanted to make about the Shia and the situation with the Hashemites is that because this Hashemite person, the first Hashemite person, was a grandson of Ali. So if you're a grandson of Ali, you're almost like God. Seriously. So they take very seriously the Hashemite thing because they think that, like, it's in the Bible. Okay, they're related to the Bible, their Bible, right? The whatever Quran thing. I don't know exactly really. So they think it's very important. The Hashemites are important, even though the current Hashemite king is a Sunni, right? It's complicated. But it's their mythology, or how they see the world. So therefore, Iran, that is a Shia country. The Hezbollah people, Shia country. Southern Iraq, Shia country. They believe that. So putting Saudi Arabia in the place of the people that are related to Ali, what the hell are you thinking? You're disrespecting yet again. No, because really, right, in their minds, the people, you know what I mean? Like, in their minds, the Hashemites are lineage. They're entitled to the holy places because they are connected to Ali. They are part of Ali's family, and you're messing with Ali's family. What the hell is wrong with you? So I get it. So in other words, because of my whole theory of this whole mess that happened is because the Hashemites, and I think this whole mess has to do with them wanting to put the Saudis in charge of the mosque. And that's why I kind of feel like this doesn't justify the horrific terrorist attacks that they carried. Okay, the people who did it, they deserve to do whatever justice has to happen. I'm just saying that the desperation was such because of the Bibi government was going to have whatever, the guys with the goat. They're going to bring the goat in. They're going to do whatever, get rid of the mosque. You know what I mean? In a way like that is like, it's not just the idea of like, taking that out, whatever it is, like, it's like to them. Imagine Jared, like, you have Jared Kushner telling you that this other person is gonna take out the family that is connected to the holiest thing. What I know, want to take out, and who? Jared Kushner decided this. You don't know, it's who would not be offended by this? Everybody would be offended by this, right? Don't you think? I would be very offended personally. Like, it's offensive, right? It's offensive. Rania, like, I really like, don't mess with Rania. Seriously, that's me. That's my message. Do not mess with. So galvanize. I think this whole thing of them going in the West Bank and trying to take the mosque, which is what this is openly they were trying to do, is what connects the whole. And I think, and I was reading about it, guys. The whole thing with Palestinians is it's trouble. They are all, and it's a long story, but it's like, it's not simple. It's a very serious situation. But a lot of politicians in the Middle East, I mean, like the kings, and then the religious leaderships or whatever, they use it to kind of make themselves more popular. So it's very complicated, but I think that this is because if there's a resolution about this mosque, okay, they're like, okay, let's just leave it like this. Don't try to destroy it and put the goat in or whatever the hell it is. Just put the goat like next to it, not in it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, why not just? So it's a mess. So the bottom line. So the thing. I think that they're gonna keep this. They're gonna keep the guardianship of the Al-Aqsa Mosque, and then I think Iranians are gonna be happier too because they. So that's what I think. The way that the Iran religion thing believes in the world is that they want to undo what the West did in the Middle East. And what the West did, this whole thing started with the First World War, I think, right? So they want to undo it. And part of it has to do with putting the Hashemites back in charge of the holy sites. And right now, the Saudi, so it's a very complicated thing, guys. I know, sorry. Sorry, I went off, but okay, good to see you guys. Okay, so anyway, so it's very complicated, but I see a more stable for the Hashemites. They're gonna be okay. I think Queen Rania, God willing, is gonna be okay. So now let's look at MBS. I think MBS is gonna be in charge. That's right. No, it's gonna be. I have to do, guys. I have to do like a documentary video about this because it's very interesting. But let's see MBS. What's gonna happen? Because I think he is key to this whole thing. His attitudes are creating more division, right? You know what I mean? Like it's almost fomenting this fear they have to lose. They say the whole thing of like the peace between Israel and Saudi Arabia. I think it's a mess. It shouldn't because you know what I mean? Because it's like MBS wants in exchange for the so-called peace, the mosque, and I don't think they will give it. So let's see this. Let's see what's gonna happen. I see, guys, that wow. So let's see here. Is MBS okay? What's happening with the MBS? Is it going? Because I think it's kind of crazy. I really do. Don't cut me up, please. Don't cut me up. Okay. Wow. Guys, honestly, sometimes I worry. I say these things and I'm like, oh my God, the MBS gonna send. I think I'm so irrelevant. Hang on. He's gonna be like, oh, let's go meet up or somewhere. There's like a sound of a saw. Have you seen Rosie? I saw she was being cut into pieces the other day. I don't know if she's still alive. Just kidding. Okay. So what's gonna happen? So what's going on here with MBS? Is he? Happening? Okay, let's see here. Okay, meetings. Oh. Uh-huh. I have the meetings. Okay. Okay, dream. Okay. What else? Okay, so he has ideas, proposals. Okay. Okay, treachery. Offer. Treacherous offer is over. Oh no. Oh no. I would throw, guys. Would anybody? I mean, seriously. Oh no. So what is it going? That's right. Okay, he wants to keep. That's right. Keep what he has. Okay, 3 of fire. Okay. Okay. Wrong focus. Okay. So. All right. So now, okay, now what I see is that he realizes, because again, his main goal is to be popular in the entire Arab world. And he realizes if he sides with Israel, like in general, especially with this whole complicated thing of him wanting the mosque, it's going to be the opposite. He's going to get the opposite result of what he wants. Then so this is what I think he backs off. He realizes he has the wrong focus. So what happens now? What happens to his reign? Is it going to be in power for a very long time? Because I also get a very strong feeling that there's forces to try to oust him over there inside his own family. Okay, because he is a mess. Oh, guys, by the way, I have a thing about Bibi. Now it's funny. Now that I feel more relaxed about it, right? No, okay. Now we could talk about it. The thing about Bibi. Let's just see. So is he going to be in power for a long time? MBS. What's up with MBS? Is it going to be? Oh, the Empress. Oh, let's see. This is a country. Is he gonna be in power for a long time? Oh no. Crazy. Hidden. That's right, guys. You know what I think? I think he's gonna be one time I saw that he put in some kind of like, we get what we want. Oh no, get what we want. Oh, it's that he is isolated. Okay, this is part of isolation. Living room private. There he is, privately isolated. Waiting. Okay, now you see the waiting card. There's a person at the window. It's very interesting. Okay, so violent. And this is like violent. Okay, money, power, recognize the violence is recognized. of violence. So does he continue to have, does he have power for a long, is he going to be a king for a long time, or is he going to have power? What's going on with his power? Okay, stuff we don't know yet. Interesting. Okay, quietly, that's right. Quietly. What else? Okay, fear. Okay, guilty. That's right. Guilty, friend. The person. Oh yeah, look, cut. That's right. Recognition, theft. That's right. A house. So I think he's gonna become housebound. Okay, he's gonna be. I think eventually he may be like, not a prisoner, but like, you know how there was a woman. I forgot which one of these countries it was. Like the woman that wanted to escape, and then they put her in. She's back, and then she's in drug. I think something like this. I think he has bipolar. He's not a normal person. Like he needs help. But I don't really think he needs help the way. But he is a very destabilizing influence, and he is not a good influence for his own country. I don't think. Okay, so now let's continue here. So okay, guys, the thing about Bibi, like, is this? Hold on. So guys, okay, this is not even, apparently you can't publish that in Israel. Okay. That Bibi got $50 million from Qatar, the country that hosts Hamas. Okay. So, because the weirdest thing about this whole thing, I think, I'm not alone in this, right? Is that Israel undoubtedly has an incredible intelligence service, right? They have the ability to listen to things. How did they not know this is the big question, right? How are they not going to know that something like this could happen? There's just no normal explanation. So there's many countries that even alerted them to all these things, right? For entertainment purposes only. That's right. Entertainment purposes only. So how does that happen? So then there's, guys, again, they don't publish this, but let me show you. Give 1 second. So there's a French, so it all started. So somebody sent me this, asking me if I thought this article was correct. So then I did some research, and there was a newspaper in France that published this. This is how it started. It's all in French, so I'll show you. But then there was one in English that explains. So then what happened? There's this French guy, Bernard Henri Lévy. So he's a philosopher. He's a kind of like a right winger. Long story. So this is also like the Paradise Papers, is like papers related to Qatar or something like that. So it showed that he received $9.1 million from Qatar right around the time that he was very close to the former French president Sarkozy, and that he paid Bernard to go talk to Sarkozy, and then right after France invaded Libya and took down Gaddafi. So it's a thing. So then this guy, the philosopher, sues this newspaper that published this for defamation, and he lost. So it was true that he received 9.1 million from Qatar. So like what I'm saying to you is that this newspaper that published all these documents was already found to be telling the truth. So I think there's a strong likelihood that this is true. So let me show you this thing, okay? So let me show you. Okay, let's see if I can find it, because I sent it to somebody. Links. Okay, hold on. It's very explosive. Okay, hold on. Oh my God. Okay, so this is the original article. Okay, it's in French. 1 second. All right, so share screen. Okay, so the name of the publication is Blast, and here it is. So okay, okay, and this was published way before. This is from 2021, right? So there was no war inside or anything. Just Qatar connection. Benjamin Netanyahu, le très cher ami israélien. So the very dear friend from Israel. The documents, let's see, maybe sometimes there's translation. Let's just translate for you, okay? Let's see, enable translation, okay? All right, so documents, okay, that boss, they show that Qatar on 2 occasions wanted to interfere in the electoral process in Israel to finance the campaigns of Bibi Netanyahu. prime minister from 2009 and 2020. At the same time, the gas emirate financed Hamas. This is 2021 before this whole thing happened. So Bibi was getting paid by Qatar. And one of the things he did is allowed money to go to Hamas directly. Like, this is a fact. So, because, guys, I just didn't ask myself, those leaders of Hamas that are responsible for the thing that happened, they're living in Qatar. Israel has the ability, they could kill anybody, right? Anywhere. They've done it in the past. They don't go, what the hell are they doing? Not killing the leaders of Hamas when they totally could, they could. But then you ask yourself, why aren't they? Because Bibi got paid by the country. So he's never said anything about like Trump, He's never said anything about Qatar. Why? Because he got paid by them. It sounds like, right? And it sounds very believable. So, okay, so at the same time, so Qatar connection, him surprises. Qatari documents concern leading personalities known in France and so many prestigious names. Okay, so, okay. And now, so these are the documents. I don't know, I don't read Arabic. I have no idea, whatever, right? So they're going back to Doha, right? So the president, okay, so these are all documents and they deliver cash. Even so they have to sign the thing, like from the minister of finance or whatever, we're going to deliver these bags of cash to these people. So, okay, here it is. In accordance to the High Director of Emir Qatar, this letter paid 2 financial aids for the Likud. Likud is Bibi's party. Likud Bennu consolidation, including an amount of 15 million to Netanyahu, president of Likud, and 5 million to Lieberman. So, for immediate execution. So, okay. Okay, so then let's see. Okay. Okay, so then that's right. The money has been paid, which for the time, can I say the 2 Israeli leaders have been really indeed election a great success for Alliance. Originally for the second batch of documents. I am pleased to offer the higher origin financial assistance to Netanyahu or $50 million in support. So there's one of 15 million, another 50 million. So it's more. It's like, right. So the form of, okay. Agency, I will inform you that the issue to the department. So, okay, so this is, it goes on and on. It's so guys. Oh, hello, Susan. Thank you. Okay, so okay. I don't know. Okay. Bye, Audrey. Okay, bye. So, okay, so then guys, so hello, Susanna. So good to see you. Okay, thank you for your contribution. Okay. So anyway, so this is like, so you see, guys, this is a big, don't you think it's a big deal? And again, this is a newspaper. I don't know how they, how they would, this is a document stating that they would, but this explains a lot to me. Does it explain a lot to you? It explains a lot to me that Bibi is unwilling to go after the leaders who live in Qatar. Yeah, of course. He's asking, what about the USA embassy was moved? So this is embassy moving to Jerusalem. Now, this is something else, right? It's not related to Qatar, but it's about their idea that they're going to take back Jerusalem. That's the whole thing, right? So it is related to, so yeah. So I don't think it has anything to do with Qatar. It has to do with the plan to take back Jerusalem and the West Bank. Yes. Okay. All right. So, wow. Okay, no, thank you. So anyways, so like, okay, so wow, guys, this is amazing. No, okay, I don't know for the reaction. I'm almost afraid to like talk about it, right? Because but it's so weird that like there's no discussion of this. Have you noticed? You know what I mean? Like how it's so weird. Like how can you not? Because if you were me, not that I don't know anything about, but if I'm like I see these people killed. I mean, they admitted that they were the one doing the terrorist attack, right? They live in Qatar, the heads of those people, and guys, how Israel, when the terrorists that killed that did all the terrorist attacks, they go after them no matter where they live in the past, right? And then like, how come they don't go after them? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, come on. Okay, really, come on. Why do you go get them? Right? Think about it. No, seriously, guys, right? Think about it. Like, so hello. And then they're like, oh, so this is part, I think, why there's this. So then they're like, okay, let's go send all the bombs. And I think they should really very much, they should go to get the terrorists for sure, but not kill people randomly, like, because that's what it seems like, right? When you just throwing bombs at like whatever. And if they didn't, it's like, remember how they didn't know where Osama bin Laden was, right? Like Osama bin Laden, they said they was gonna go, they're gonna get Osama bin Laden, they go to get Saddam Hussein. I'm like, okay, I thought I'm gonna get, but anyway, so it's like you have to just get the people that did it, not the people on the ground, right? Like you have to get the leaders who did these things. Instead, there's a delay, there's this, they don't talk about, it's like, oh, it's Iran. Like, yeah, Iran is also doing things, but it's not the one who did it this time. Go get the ones, but they're in it. Oh, no. So they're still, they don't go to Qatar because the guy has been paying him for years. They have been paying him for millions of dollars. That's probably why, don't you think? I mean, so guys, I want to know. So let's see here. Is this true that Bibi got paid by Qatar? Like, I think it's, again, so has Bibi, okay, has Bibi received money from Qatar in the past? And is this why he doesn't? What is the relationship here? What is the connection? Bibi and Qatar. Did he get paid by Qatar in the past? According to the article, like, okay, okay, so let's see. Is this the reason why he's not, it seems like he conveniently, okay, wheel upside down, that's right. What is this story here? No, this is going, guys, I get confused because, oh, no. That's right. If I see the cards, that's upside down to you. Okay, that's right. And that's exactly what it is. That's it. Can't move on. All right. So, all right, corrupt. This is a card of corruption, house. Okay, that's it. Interesting. Oh, for a long time. So corrupt house for a long time. Great happiness. Oh, that's a lot of money. That's right. A long way from far, for a long time, and from far. Okay, over. It's over. Okay, so do they? So what does the Qatar government have on Bibi? Do they have, because guys, if you do this to somebody, it's a bit like, right? It's a bit like oh my God. Okay, so let's see. So let's see. Do they have, it's sort of, it reminds me of, guys, kind of like Qatar is to Bibi what Russia is to Trump. Is this true? Uh uh is this does it make sense? Is this true? Is he owned by Qatar the way that Trump is owned by Russia, in the same way? Like, that if they give all this money to his election and he presumably pocketed some of it, okay, money, that's right, dirty money, that's right. So no, because that's right, it's upside down. No, upside down for you, the moon, that's right. There's stuff, that's right, this is upright. This is stuff that it's not yet known. Okay, that's right, victory upside down. So it's and I think it's important. Okay, ship. Okay, that's right, foreign deal. Block. Okay, that's it. Foreign deal, work, that's it. Work for money. False, that's it. So yes, it's saying, I think it's true. I think it's true in the sense, okay, I'm not saying that, I'm not saying again that obviously they did do the terrorist attack, and I don't think he was, he never knew that this could happen. But it's possible that, like, he's unwilling to really go to the source, because this makes sense, guys. I think the normal thing to do is, if there's a terrorist attack, to go after the leaders, no matter where they are, right? But he didn't. Like, I still don't get why the hell I'm seeing the guy on television. Why is the guy on television from the terrorist group? He should be dead. Like, right? Like, if you're the country that could do all this, you don't do that, right? You don't do that. Hello. So there's more. Again, guys, I'm not, blaming Bibi for all of this. I don't think he knew the depth, but he both got paid by Qatar for his election, it sounds like, but also these people know that he allowed money from Qatar to go to Gaza in the past. This is true. That part is public. So come on, so he's compromised in a way or another, right? So wow. So anyway, so that's it. So is it gonna come out? What's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? So I see that, yes, I don't think that Bibi is gonna stay in government that much longer. And not just because of this, but this contributes to his almost like inability to act in a moment of war, right? I think it's very confusing, all of this. So sorry. So guys, it's been a while. It's been longer than usual. So because for the first half of this was me like talking about peace and all that, and then I get into the Queen Rania, and then that's how we got to this. So this is it. So I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna add the link to that article. Okay, so thank you. Okay, that's good. Thanks. I like this, Mayor. I'm gonna say praise here. I like it. I love to listen to you, Rosie. You give us a history lesson every time I listen. You feel I become more informed. The psychic believes and readings are great bonus. Thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. No, like I'm serious. I'm gonna add the so I really don't think he did, honestly, the depth. But did he get money from the country that's hosting the terror? It's like, imagine if Afghanistan was paying, I don't know, Bush or something. I don't know. I don't even know it doesn't make sense. It's kind of crazy or whatever. Like, but actually, sadly, the Saudi thing, right? There was a thing that apparently he liked the Saudis a lot. He didn't go after them so much, but you know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, this is a mess, right? This is a thing that you want justice for people. You want justice. So guys, where is it? Hold on, so let me add, and then put this here in the thing. And then okay, this is in French, but again, I think it's the translated part. Okay. This is the translated part. Wait, hold on. Okay, that's below. So I'm gonna go now, guys, but this is good. I feel good, now that, guys, I feel like I was holding it. I wasn't sharing this information, but now that this makes sense. We're gonna investigate more, but I want to share. I'm gonna post this, okay, and then, okay. So, all right, okay. So, all right, okay. So have a good night, guys. Okay, have a good night. Very interesting, right? Very interesting. We'll see the drama. I really do feel better. Because before this started, I was like feeling badly about this whole like manipulation and all that, but now we're kind of getting to the bottom of it. So God willing, it's gonna be okay. All right, okay. Great to talk to you guys. No, on for the light, on for the better, on for truth coming out, coming out, coming out. Okay. All right. Okay. Good night. Good night. Okay. Bye, guys. Okay. Bye. Bye.